Hey guys, it's Ross Scotland on Space Coach 8. We're joined by Dr. Aphra, who's going to have a look at her spread in Women of the Galaxy. And here it is. It's a double spread, so this is not the only page. But there's a great image of her there in action. So let's see what her quote is. You know, you can trust me, but you shouldn't. So, Dr. Chelli Lona Aphra, as her father calls her. So, when rogue archaeologist and thief Dr. Chelli Lona Aphra makes her debut in the pages of Marvel's Darth Vader comic, fearlessly wending her way through a series of deadly security measures and wryly narrating her progress, it's an unforgettable entrance. Renowned for recovering hard-to-find artefacts, often of the can-be-used-as-weapons variety, and using her tech know-how to reactivate them, she doesn't believe relics of the past should be gathering dust in a museum. She thinks they should put to use primarily to turn a profit for herself, and after that it's none of her concern. It should be in a weapons platform, I think she says. Among her creations are a fan-celebrated pair of so-called murder droids, a violent protocol droid called 000, and deadly astromech designated BT-1, ready to do or do in anything or anyone Aphra asks, so long as they've got their control units, of course. Her attitude, talents and moral ambiguity make her an optimal candidate for the secretive work Darth Vader has in mind after the Battle of Yavin, and he recruits her as a key ally. Aphra's fast talk and cutting humour makes it seem as if she's not afraid of the Sith Lord, though she admits he makes her a little nervous. A little nervous? And their byplay has a lighter touch we're not used to seeing in relation to Vader. She clearly respects him and strives to prove her worth, whether she's acquiring a personal army of battle droids for him or investigating a very personal matter, like whether Padme gave birth before she died. Aphra's very much aware that working with Vader is likely to end one way for her, in death. She's prepared, but not resigned. The way I've lived, I know I'm lucky to be alive. And here is the other picture in her spread. Again, if you've been following the Darth Vader and Dr. Aphra comics, this happens a lot. Aphra running away from an explosion that, judging from the look on her face, she caused. Let's just see what that quote is. Turns out even I have my ethical limits. The fan response to Aphra was instant and enthusiastic. Her debut comic issue ran through multiple printings. A popular vote saw her chosen to join Hasbro's vintage series action figure line. And cosplayers have been recreating Aphra's adventuring ensemble and sprawling electro tattoos at conventions ever since. Her arc in the Vader comic sees her evading execution at the Sith Lord's hands to go on to start in her own comic series, Dr. Aphra. Heather Antos, who edited the comic for Marvel, understands why fans appreciate Aphra. She's such a fascinating character. She's not a hero, but she isn't a villain either. Not to mention she has some of the best sidekicks the Star Wars universe has ever seen. Between working for the galaxy's most evil Sith Lord, as opposed to the galaxy's least evil Sith Lord, and then turning hero to help Princess Leia fight her way out of a hostage situation, you never know what sort of trouble Aphra will get herself into and out of. Every page is an adventure. Adventure is Aphra's specialty, to which she brings her own brand of luck, solving problems on the fly and speeding out of trouble in her ship, the Archangel. She finds the dodge and weave approach doesn't quite work as well in her personal life. For instance, Aphra meets Sana Staros while studying at university, and they become an item. The next time Sana runs into Aphra in the Star Wars universe, she tries to kill her. While she's hunting for artefacts around the galaxy, Aphra's path crosses with rebels and Imperials alike. She doesn't form many bonds, but she does briefly connect with Magna Tolvan, an Imperial lieutenant who receives a demotion after an entanglement with Aphra. She has no commitment to either side, but sees the rebels as particularly misguided. Darth Vader and Dr. Aphra writer Kieran Gillen addresses Aphra's personal moral path. She believes in the Empire in a weird way. She just doesn't really want to obey them. She kind of thinks the Empire is probably, on the larger scale of things, good. Many would disagree. But yes, there we see her again in action there. And we'll just have a look at the other one. But yes, certainly one of my favourite characters in the canon. Fantastic creation. And there she is. There you see her electrode tattoos quite nicely in that shot. But yes, there you go, guys. Dr. Aphra, she is fantastic. If you've not read any of the Darth Vader or Dr. Aphras that she's in, you really should, because, as they say, the female Indiana Jones in the Star Wars universe, but with less morals. It's a fairly decent way of describing it. I would love to see her either in The Mandalorian or in her own movie, because she could be brilliant. This is how you do a strong female character, and everybody loves her. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or a suggestion for an upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.